Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can see by the tag on the video, nice little special video. Got to go to a place I've kind of had my eye on now for probably a good little bit. Didn't discover them really until they started doing their marketing on selling their stuff online. When COVID started, I believe that's when they started turning their store into like an online kind of store where you can order online and all that good stuff. So but I got to go to Orbit DVD yesterday. That's over in Asheville, North Carolina. From where I'm at here in Georgia. It's about 2.5 hours away. So it got kind of planned at last minute. I think I came home from work like Friday morning. Me and my wife was sitting at the table having breakfast, and I was like, "Hey, we're off the weekend. You know, it'd be really cool. Yeah, we got to catch up on some sleep today and get some stuff done. But how about tomorrow morning, Saturday morning? Let's just wake up. Let's go to Asheville. Kind of want to go check out a store, and we'll see if you can find some bookstores around that area." And she was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." I was super stoked. I was like, "Hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome." So yeah, kind of had to get some ducks in a row and all that good stuff. But I think I was even I was even online, like looking at some of their stuff online, being like, "I'm gonna make a list of like definite gets. I'm gonna get inside the store if they're still there." Um, you know, what's kind of weird is like I went in there yesterday. I bought a bunch of shit, but I have an order that's probably, I think it's supposed to either come in tomorrow or Tuesday from Orbit. I was at the store yesterday. I was like, "Hey, I just placed an order a couple days ago. I don't know if y'all have already shipped that out yet or not, but if you haven't, like, can I just go ahead and get that while I'm here?" And they're like, "Yeah, bro, like it's already out." I was like, "Damn." But so yeah, I'll have another video coming right back up with some more stuff from Orbit DVD. Guys, I will say, not to bore you too long, but I've bought a lot of stuff from Orbit. I would say, what is this? Yeah, definitely over a year now. Like I think when COVID popped last year, the owner of Orbit DVD, they kind of had to, instead of just saying, "Hey, we're a brick and mortar store, you just come in and buy your stuff in store," they actually made it where, they opened up an online store. And that's when I noticed, like, as soon as they done that, that's when I noticed them. And I was noticing the prices, and not only the prices was good, but the fact is they were getting overseas stuff in. And I was loving that. I was like, wow, like they're carrying Arrow, they're carrying Eureka, 88 Films, and Second Sight, and just all that stuff. And I was seeing it, and I was like, well, by the time I pay the import fees and all these crazy ass shipping and handling that I do, like through the UK or Amazon UK, I can get this shit either a little bit cheaper for about the same price. So why the fuck not? And so yeah, I've been buying a lot of shit from Orbit DVD. There for a while, I was buying a lot of stuff from Grindhouse, Tampa. I was buying a lot of stuff from him. I know he's probably going to close that store down sooner or later. I think he's taking his store to Tennessee, somewhere, I think. Not really sure on that. I haven't kept up with anything Grindhouse related in a while. But that too, and I order from Diabolic TV, and I still do. It's just been very, it hasn't been as much the last year and some change just because of Orbit. I found them, and their turnaround time is great. I can literally place an order with them, and since they're so close to me, they're 2.5 hours away. I'll place an order within 24 hours. It's out the door, and it's usually in my hands in 48 hours. And can't fucking beat that. I mean, we're talking about that's like Amazon response time kind of shit. So I'm glad to support them. And so guys, yeah, I'll get into it. So yeah, guys, I walked in the store yesterday, and I fucking bought some shit. I walked out of that store with a lot of goodies. I'll tell you this, I was very excited when I got there. It's kind of like a college town. Everything's really packed together. There's really no place to park except for in the back, and you have to pay for parking, of course. So when I got done paying for parking, got my ticket and all that good stuff, walked around to the front of the store, saw the very front of it, and I was like, hell yeah, here we go. Like, I've never seen the inside of here. I've only seen what the pictures that they posted, on Facebook, and, some of those pictures, I mean, you can't really, you know what I'm saying. So, but when I walked in the front door, I thought it was just in my mind. I think I had made it like to be like this really huge place. It was pretty small. Even though it was kind of small, I will tell you this, they do make the best of the real estate that they have. There is just there's rows and rows and rows of shit in there. And just to walk down those aisles and see like these big Arrow video box sets and 88 film stuff, Eureka, Kino, and just every boutique label you could fucking think of. is there on the fucking shelves, and there's mass amounts of shit. It's not like they just have like 40 copies of like fucking Arrow Videos Reanimator and then maybe 2 or 3 other fucking Arrow Video releases. They got a lot of shit in there. They got a big variety, and they have a couple of each title. So, but a lot of stuff. But yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and dig into it right quick. But this is the stuff I got from Orbit. We'll knock this out first. Here's one of the first things I picked up off the shelf. Had to grab this bad boy. They had it in there. I think this was $70, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. Yeah, it was, I went ahead and opened up all my stuff too, guys. As soon as I got home, I pretty much I try to go ahead and open everything just to inspect it and make sure everything's all good. Really nice big book inside this set. Guys, if you are interested in getting this set, I assure you that, as I know, I was in Orbit yesterday and they had a good bit of copies still left on the shelf. So if you guys are interested in that and you're okay with $70 plus tax, go check out orbitdvd.com and grab you a copy of it. Cody was pretty much like, hey, if you're going to grab this, you need to go ahead and grab it pretty sooner or later. It's going to go out of print. Then Arrow's just going to push out that standard release later. And I love Arrow Videos limited edition sets. Sadly, I don't know anything about these movies, which is it's usually like a common thing with me now. I keep picking up a lot of stuff I'm just not aware of or never seen before. But between Criterion, Arrow, Eureka, I've been fucking introduced to so much stuff I can't believe I never knew existed. So, but thankfully they're putting them out. And they're putting them out in these great stylistic sets. That just, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. But nice big thick box. Yeah, it's got all 3 movies in there. And like I said, guys, there's a big fucking book in there. I was flipping through that. That's definitely going to take some time to get through. But like I said, guys, got that brand new seal for like 70 plus tax. Next up, this is what I was looking at on the site. And I told myself, I was about to order it online. Then I told myself, I was like, you know, if I walk in the store and it's sitting on the shelf, I'll go ahead and grab it. Because I know it's going out of print. That's He Came from the Swamp box set right here. This was on the shelf. They had it for $80. Of course, plus tax. It was brand new, sealed and everything. I just happened to, I've been kind of cruising eBay a little bit here and there, checking out prices. And I keep seeing everybody wanting to sell this thing for like $100 plus. Orbit DVD had it sitting brand new right there on the shelf for $80. And I went ahead and said, fuck it. If it's there, I'm going to get it. Sure enough, it was sitting on the very top shelf in there when I walked in. And so I went ahead and grabbed it. Have no regrets about that neither. Can't wait to check out some of these films in here. But I think there like 7 films plus a feature-length documentary. That's what is that? Sting of Death, The Naked Zoo, Death Curse of Tartu, Mako Jaws of Death, The Hook Generation, Whiskey Mountain, The Psychedelic Priest, and They Came from the Swamp, which is, I believe, is the feature-length documentary. Got a nice hardcover book right there in there, double-sided poster. I really do, man. I dig the hell out of these sets that Arrow puts out, man. They're just stuff and shit in here. And I can only imagine how many features it just right there at the bottom. It says hours of bonus content to wade through, including brand new introductions to the films and feature-length audio commentaries with director William Greff. There's a 60-page collector's booklet in here. The guys, that is a hardcover book. Reversible collector's poster. Yeah, I dig the hell out of these sets. What a great way to dig into something that you're not familiar with, just to go, might as well just go all in and just fucking, I mean, 7 films and a documentary just right off the bat from this dude's filmography. It's a great way to be introduced, I believe. Set those over there. Next one up, guys. I'll go back in there and grab this one really quick. I know I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm not even going to try it, but yeah, I went ahead and I grabbed this while I was in there. They had this one sitting on the shelf for $80. I went to go check out, and then the guy that was in there, I was having conversations with him because I was in that store for a couple hours. I mean, he was just talking movies and boutique labels, and he was telling me like this set right here. Now this isn't the exact Arrow Video set, but it is identical to the Arrow Video box set. It even does have the Arrow Video emblem down in the bottom of the corner. I think it was just re-released, but they used everything from my understanding, the artwork, the reverse artwork, the double-sided poster, the book, everything. So, yeah, got a little dinged up. I probably should have checked this one out a little bit more before I checked out, but it's got a little ding on top. I'm not worried about none of that shit, though. But I keep seeing these, I keep finding them on eBay for like $100 up. I do find them. They're about $80, $90 sometimes on a good day, but I keep seeing them for $100 and up, and They had it sitting on the shelf, and I've been telling Cody, like, look, I'm going to get this fucking sooner or later. Just give me a little bit. I'll get it. And what better time to go ahead and get it? Just like that other set there. So went ahead and grabbed that. Those are my 3 big ticket item guys. Like I said, that those all together right there. That was a pretty penny just to get all those. We'll keep going. They did have the newest Vestron release in there with the slipcover, so I went ahead and grabbed that. And was it $14? Can't beat that. That's a Sundown, the Vampire in Retreat. This is number 21 from the Vestron line. It's crazy how fast they're pumping these out too here recently. What was that, number 20, the Wraith? We just got that. It just seems like I just got that like a couple weeks ago. And before that, we got Shivers and Little Monsters, which was a little bit back, but those were both came out at the exact same time. And the price points are really great on these. So $13-14 for one of these. I can tell you the special features got a good hefty amount. It's crazy to see that Vestron's including the digital copies, which I think they've been doing that now since I don't think Maximum Overdrive had one in it, but I do know Shivers, Little Monsters, the Wraith, and Sundown right here. It does come with a digital copy, which is kind of weird. But what is that? Lionsgate owns Vestron Video, so went ahead and picked that up, guys. What else we got next? Pick this up. I've been meaning to get this. I run across this thing all the time on eBay, and I always either for some reason I just don't pick it up, forget about it, whatever it is. Synops released this thing years and years ago, and for some reason I just never got my hands on it. But I changed all that. They had one. I think they had 2 of these sitting right there on the rack, and I picked one up and saw that it was like $26.99. I said, "Fuck it, I'm getting it." And that is the Coffin Joe trilogy from Synops Films. The 3 films in here is At Midnight, I'll Take Your Soul from 1964. The second film is This Night, I'll Possess Your Corpse, 1967. I do know that one's black and white in color. The first one is black and white. And the third one in here, which I believe is from 2008, which is Embodiment of Evil. I do know that Synops has a Blu-ray release of the Embodiment of Evil. So I went ahead and picked this up. I know I probably could have got this for a few dollars cheaper, used online, like on eBay or something like that. But I was already in the store, and I'm like, fuck, I'll probably just make a note to go grab this on eBay sooner or later, and it'll just be like, any other time. I'll end up fucking forgetting about it or not watching it, whatever. But I know when I cracked open the case right there, they got the Synops Films catalog right there. And as you can see, guys, they put each movie on each disc, so I do like that. So can't wait to check those out. If I'm not mistaken, those are 60s films, right? Yeah, the first one, At Midnight, I'll Take Your Souls from 1964, 82 minutes long, black and white. This Night, I'll Possess Your Corpses from 1967, so 3 years later after the first one. That's 109 minutes long, a little bit longer. It says black and white, but they do have color scenes for the hell sequence. Embodiment of Evil, 2008. Of course, that's color, 94 minutes. So I can't wait to check these out, man. I love, and I was actually reading the synopsis on this too. I think I was watching some YouTuber go over, that was talking about At Midnight, I'll Take Your Soul. And I think he was trying to cut in little, just these little tidbits of scenes from it. And I was definitely intrigued by it. And I was like, oh, I gotta get my fucking hands on that. So I do know that there is some Coffin Joe fans out there. I'm surprised that Synops hasn't fought to get this on Blu-ray yet. Maybe they already have it on Blu-ray and I'm just not aware of it. Who fucking knows? There's just so much coming out from all these boutique labels. Alright, next up, guys, we'll go for some Eureka, the Masters of Cinema series. Shit. Is this the Cabinet of Dr. Caligula or something like that? They had a really good price on this. I think this was like either $15.99 or $16.99. It's got both the Blu-ray DVD in there. It's from the first print too. It's got the booklet, all that good stuff in there. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I do know Shudder put this on their streaming app not too long ago, and I've heard some really great things about this before. I love checking out old films. It's just one of my things. I was trying to think. What was this? I believe this is a 1920 film. It's a Germany film, 77 minutes. Yeah, got a good bit of shit though. The definitive 2014 restoration of the first true horror film, the 1920 silent expressionist masterpiece. I wonder when Nosferatu was released. I left that over there with all my Kino stuff. But anyway, like I said, guys, found that for a really good price, so I went ahead and jumped on it. Okay, this has got a little bit of story, which I kind of regret this now because I should have went ahead and just bought the other one while I was thinking about it as well, but I didn't because I was overwhelmed and I had a nice big stack of stuff in my hands and I was just overwhelmed looking from one side of the wall to the next. And each row I was going down, there was just all kinds of shit. There was Scream Factory, there was fucking Arrow Video, all kinds of stuff that I'm just not used to seeing in stores. So I did make a little bit of a list before I walked in there. I got everything on the list except for one thing, but I did get this one. This is the Eureka, the Masters of Cinema series, the release of Repo Man. I just got done watching this in the living room just a little bit ago. Looks and sounds great. Love it. It's got a does come with the booklet in there. Nice size booklet. Love the hell out of it. And there's a good bit of features on there. There's even like an isolated score track where they just only use the music and the sound effects from the movie, which I thought was crazy. But it's cool that it's there for you to check out. But I do know that the Criterion Collection has their release of Repo Man. And they had it there. They had it there at the in their Criterion Collection at Orbit DVD. They had it sitting there for $30. And I said, you know what? I'll wait till the Criterion sale comes up, so that way I can hopefully get it for $20. And I'll settle for this one for right now because I don't have a copy of this. And I'm sure Eureka did a great job with this. And this one was only, I think it was $15.99 or $16.99. So I went ahead and put this in my stack, and I was like, okay, I'll be good with this one. But what I should have done, though, because I'm a huge fucking fan of this movie. I love the hell out of it. And I know that even just Cody was even telling me last night, it's like the book that's inside the Criterion Collection release. I think he said it was like I think it's like a 70-page book in there. And I'm like, that alone is like worth the cost of it for me. That's great bathroom reading material. I'd love to read up on that. The booklet that's in here is, trust me, it's nothing like the Criterion book. This has got a little something to it. It's more like script and their budgeting and stuff like that. Some of the outlines. It's a little bitty 40-page booklet, but that Criterion booklet, though, that looks... I was looking at pictures of that after Cody was saying something about it, and the pics that he showed me, and I'm like, fuck, I should have just went ahead and spent the fucking $30. I went ahead and got the Criterion release, too, as well. And I could have walked home with both releases of this goddamn movie, but I did get this one, though. Just got done watching it in the living room a little bit ago. I love the hell out of this movie. There's just something about it. Fucking great film. Was this 1984? Guys, if you've never seen Repo Man, I assure you, if you enjoy film whatsoever, this is a fun watch. It's whether it's just something for you to put on in the background, maybe look at every once in a while. If you're busy doing something else, I'm sure this will grab your attention and you'll be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? It's a great film, though, but I'm going to go ahead and order the Criterion release. I think I'm going to just go ahead and order it through Amazon since I got some points through them. I think it's like $30 on Amazon or something like that, but at least I got some points, so I'll save a few bucks. If I'd have really had some time just to really sit down and think about it, I would have went ahead and just paid the $30 while I was at Orbit for the Criterion release and walked out with both of them. But hey, shit happens. All right, guys. Next up, here's the only Scream Factory release that I got yesterday at Orbit DVD. This is the only steelbook Scream Factory has released that I do not have in my collection yet, and it's the newest one. Hence why I don't have it yet, but changed all that now. And that is Battle Beyond the Stars. Went ahead and popped this open and everything and put it in a little protective baggie. I'm sure everybody knows because I see everybody on that Scream Factory Facebook page. So right there on the emblem where it says Scream Factory, they kind of fucked up and forgot to put the S there, so it says cream. So I assure you that must have been a misprint for all of them. Because I can tell you mine's missing it, but hey, it is what it is. Just a little fucking typo, who cares? But yeah, limited edition steelbook packaging, limited quantity manufactured, collected while it lasts. You know, guys, I didn't even look into the site to see exactly how many of these they pressed up. When Scream Factory was first rolling out those steelbooks, for the longest time, they were like, hey, for each steelbook we make, we're going to put out 10,000 of them. Once they're gone, they're gone. Then all of a sudden, it seemed like they got to Motel Hell and they got to Pumpkinhead, which were released around the same time in October of 2020. Those were limited to 5,000, so they cut the quantities in half. As far as, what was the one before this one, which was My Bloody Valentine, I'm not sure what they limited that one to. So I'm not sure what they limited this one to as well. I do know this one has a new 2K scan of the inner positive. That's about as far as only thing that's new on here compared to the original Shout Factory DVD release. So I don't have that Shout Factory Blu-ray release, so this is definitely worth it for me. Can't wait to check this out. I know this was executive produced, of course, by Roger Corman. So goddamn, Shout Factory doesn't own a ton of his library. I don't know if you say own it, or leased it, or whatever, but they do have a good bit of his stuff. But that's Battle Beyond the Stars. I think I got that for $25, and like I said, it was brand new and sealed. Went ahead and grabbed it while I was there. I think, yeah, for every steelbook they released, I have all of them, and I have all the lithographs, but I don't have the lithograph for that one. When they announced this on, I should go over this right quick because it deserves it. When they announced this on Screen Factory's website, you could get this by itself, or you can get the big bundle, which came with the steelbook, the lithograph, and the NECA figure. At that point, when they announced that, guys, I don't really care about the figures. I'm getting pretty much completely out of that. It's one more thing I got to keep up with. It's too much of a hassle. It costs way too much. I know those things sell for crazy money, and there's a lot of collectors out there who love them. I love them too. Just don't have I just don't have the passion for them, just like everybody else does. Yeah. But one of the weirdest things is like there wasn't an option for you to order the steelbook and get the lithograph with it. So I'll have to turn to the secondhand market just to get the lithograph. I know that's a shitty thing to kind of have to do, but I think I have every lithograph that Screen Factory has ever released, other than the one that they did for the Halloween 15 disc set, which is, if you do find that online for sale, it costs way too much fucking money, and I never pay that for it. That would be just one thing I do like to kind of keep complete. When they announced their steelbooks, I jumped all over them. I like the design of them. I like the layout of them. I like the lithographs that come with them. So, even though it's such an odd fucking size dimension, but I just gotta find the lithograph for that, and hopefully I can get it just for a few bucks or something on eBay. All right, guys. So I think, is this the last couple things I got from Orbit DVD? This is, I believe. Okay. So yeah, guys. I went ahead and grabbed these while I was at Orbit DVD. Of course, the next four I'm going to show you are Severin releases. I went ahead and picked up the Perdita Durango 4K UHD disc while I was there. Had slipcover on it. I think this was like $35.99, $36.99, something like that. Me and Cody had watched Day of the Beast on the last drive-in when Joe Bob Briggs aired it one night. And me and him both were digging it. So what I did was I got on Orbit that night, and I ordered a 4K copy of Day of the Beast, and I ordered a Blu-ray copy. And what I was going to do was I was going to send him the 4K and just keep the Blu-ray for myself, because I was fine with the Blu-ray. But of course, Orbit, I guess they must have either it got fucked up in transit to me, or maybe they just didn't realize that the slipcover was kind of dinged up that they sent me. But the slipcover that was dinged up was the 4K one, so I kept that one for myself and sent Cody the Blu-ray. And I believe the same director who did that movie also did this, because I think Severin released Day of the Beast and this one around the same time. So I'm not sure exactly how many 4K discs that Severin has out. I do know I got that Santa Sangre 4K box set up there. Day of the Beast is in 4K. This one's 4K. I think they just did, what was that Klaus Kinski movie? I think that's in 4K or something, or Andy Warhol movie. I can't remember what the fuck it was. But even Severin has a few 4K UHD discs out now, so you can kind of tell everybody's hopped on that market now. But I think Criterion was just one of the last ones to actually finally announce something for it. So I know everybody's excited about that, and then there's some people who just don't really give a fuck. So anyway, useless blabbing. Like I said, guys, I think this was like 35 or 36 bucks. I just went ahead and grabbed it and said fuck it. So I'm hoping it's as good as this Day of the Beast, because I really enjoyed Day of the Beast. It was really awesome. Next one up right here, guys. I went ahead and grabbed these three right here. Got them for a decent price, considering the fact that these are limited editions. I don't know how Severin works with their limited editions. Who knows if they're actually limited to the number that they actually say that they're limited to. Who knows? But I went ahead and grabbed them, got them for a decent price, so I went ahead and jumped on it. Here it is, guys. This is Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. As you can tell right there, that is the limited edition of 3,000. Comes with the soundtrack CD composed by Christian Banu. I don't even know what that name is. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but of course, guys, you open it up right there. There's the Blu-ray, the CD soundtrack, and it always comes with these nice little thick leaflet cards with the track listing on it. And guys, this one, I think this one was like $21.99. New sealed, sitting on the shelf, limited edition. I said, fuck it, I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't even think it was that cheap during the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale, so $21.99, that's a fucking score all day long. These next two, I know I've seen these limited editions around for at least a couple of years now. I'm surprised that if they really are only limited to 3,000, either they sold very fucking poorly, or Severin made a lot more than what they're saying, as in the quantity of their limited edition. I don't know how that works. I'm very new to Severin, even though I have a big fucking rack of their stuff now. But here it goes, guys. Here's the Zombie 3. This is Lucio Fulci. As you can see by the sticker right there, limited to 3,000. With bonus soundtrack CD music composed by and conducted by Stefano Magnotti. Got some decent features there on the back of it. I'll hold that up so you guys can see it. But yeah, you pop it open. What makes it the limited edition is that it comes with the CD soundtrack for it. I know a lot of people don't really give a fuck about CD soundtracks. I like them though. I dig the hell out of that shit, especially when it's especially a bonus like that too. I'm pretty sure you can still get these on the Severin website. I think I gave Revenge of the Living Dead Girls, that one was like $22. I think this one was $22.99, $23.99, something like that. And also, they had this one sitting right beside it, and I said, fuck it, might as well go ahead and get both of them. But, of course, that's Zombie 4, the limited edition, as you can see by the sticker, limited to 3,000, with bonus soundtrack CD music composed and conducted by El Festa. What's that? Claudia Fragasso. Probably butchering those names, but yeah, like I said, guys, you open it up there, CD soundtrack and the Blu-ray. So, glad to have the limited editions of it. There's no reverse artwork on these, unfortunately. But hey, at least I got the ones that's actually got the CD soundtracks in them. I dig the hell out of that. So yeah, guys, what is that for Severin? Made out with a pretty few good little things of Severin there. So Zombie 3 and 4, Revenge of the Living Dead Girls, all three limited editions. Got the Perdita Durango 4K UHD with the slip on it. Not too bad. That one was, like I said, was a little expensive. I think that was like 35 or 36 bucks, something like that. So, but being as 4K UHD, you know, Severin's gonna slap. I didn't even see a Blu-ray copy of that while I was in there in Orbit neither. Probably could have saved a little bit of money, but whatever. But yeah, guys, I think that's. I will take a quick gander right quick, but I think that is all that I picked up while I was at Orbit DVD yesterday. So my first haul was a pretty nice one, guys. Them three sets though, those were the pricey tickets right there. I probably could have got a lot of more stuff. Like I said, guys, that I don't even know how to say the name of that properly. Is that the Imogen trilogy? That's that, I think that was 70. He Came from the Swamp was 80, and that shit, I don't even know how to say that guy's name, but you know what I'm talking about right there. That Jordarsky, shit, that was another one that was 80. So good bit of money right there. Was that 160? I mean, you're looking at about 240 bucks right there just for those 3 box sets from Arrow, and then plus all the other stuff on top. Let's see. I'll go over this real quick since we're already on here. Let's get it going. Bin Buster, if you are watching, I finally did get the Kino Lorber order in. Guys, if you're unfamiliar, I did hold a contest with none other than Alan Crum over at Pop's Movie Dungeon. We did draw a winner when he got to his 100 subscribers night on February 13th. The winner was Bin Buster. He got to pick 2 movies, at least valued at $30. He picked 2 movies from Kino Lorber. Contacted him. He threw me on email, told me which ones he wanted. So I ordered his 2, and I ordered some stuff as well. And it seemed like Kino took fucking forever to finally like respond to me, being like, "Hey, here's your shipment confrontation" or anything. So when I ordered his 2 movies, I went ahead and ordered me a few things as well. Let's see. First up right here. I had to get these two to go with my the Good, Bad, and the Ugly Kino release that I have. But that is a fistful of dollars. I believe Kino is calling this like a special edition. I believe so. I don't know if it says it on the box anywhere, but when I looked on the site, got a lot of features on it though. That's for sure. So that was nice to get that. There is reverse artwork on this too, which I dig the hell out of this. I'm not a huge fan when it comes to Kino's presentations, with the style of their disc being just kind of bland. I know that's their signature, and a lot of their wraps too don't have reverse artwork and stuff like that. So it's very bland most of the time. Some of their releases get slips, most of them don't. I got these for a really good price, and I love the hell out of these movies, and I'm sure Kino did a great job on the restoration for these and everything. And who the hell doesn't love a fistful of dollars? So to follow that up with, of course, I ordered a few dollars more, so I went ahead and grabbed that one as well. I think both of these say brand new 4K restorations for both of them. I guarantee you, even though I just got these, I guarantee you Kino will announce that they're going to do 4K UHD disc for both of these, because they already did the as soon as I got the Good, Bad, and the Ugly Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, the first thing they did was turn around and announce the fucking 4K UHD disc, and I was like, son of a bitch. But yeah, that's a few dollars more. I think for this one, it does got reverse artwork. I do dig the hell out of this. Nice spread on the back there. And guys, these things were not very expensive. I can't right offhand tell you exactly what I paid for them, but each one of these I think was, you know what, they might have been either like 12 or 14 bucks. I can't remember. But yeah, not expensive at all. And I love the hell out of these films. I mean, a fistful of dollars, for a few dollars more in The Good, Bad, and Ugly, you got one of the best trilogies ever right there. Sergio Leone is just fucking, what a great director. Cody talked me into getting this one right here. He was telling me about this. It's been almost a fucking month now. So, of course, since I was on Kino getting Bin Buster stuff, I grabbed those on there. They had this sitting right there, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And that is Chuck Connor's film, Kill Them All and Come Back Alone. Cody said this was one right here that me and him's got to watch together. It's from 1968. It's 100 minutes. Brand new 4K restoration done from Kino. So, guys, and I'll show you. This is kind of like one of those bland releases right here. For this one right here, not much special features going on in that box right there. You get an audio commentary by the filmmaker Alex Cox. It does include both the 99-minute English and the 100-minute Italian cuts. So there's like a 1 minute difference between the fucking the American and the Italian cut. But at least they got it on there. So kudos to them for that. And a theatrical trailer. Not much to go by. Like I said, guys, this that's Kino's little brand stamp right there. What they do with all their discs. Every Kino Lorber disc that I own pretty much has that really kind of bland look to their disc. And most of the time, there's no background artwork. But you know what? When it comes to presentation, they don't do it for me, for sure. I think we're really just spoiled to death, especially like fucking companies like Arrow Video, who does these big-ass limited edition sets. Vinegar Syndrome with the shit that they do. And all that. So whenever we're Screen Factory with that constant reverse artwork and shit and slip covers. So, when we get to stuff like this is a little bit bland. But what we should all be focused on, of course, what comes first is the content of that disc. Does the restoration hold up good? Do they do a good job? Did they fucking wash it out? All that shit should come first, you know what I mean? But the packaging shit's a nice touch, man. I love presentation, man. Shit that looks good on the shelf. I'm paying great money for it. I want it to look good on the shelf, too. So, quality and presentation. I think that counts for something. What else we're going to get into, guys? Let's go over this right quick. Another thing, Cody sent me another package in the mail, even after he sent me all that Criterion stuff. And goddamn, he sent me a huge box in there. I think we got through a good bit of the Criterion stuff, but we got a lot more to get through. And can't wait to get through those. I know what was that we watched? The Wild Bunch, too. I think that was one of the last movies we watched. Man, that was a great fucking flick. A little bit of a slow burn, but goddamn if it doesn't pay off. But he sent me these two yesterday. Can't wait to check these out. He had just sent me a trailer for this on. He messaged me one morning and sent me the trailer from YouTube for this. And I was looking at it and I was like, wow, that looks fucking insane. I've heard so much good shit about this film. Never seen it though. So he did. He sent me the Blu-ray of, I believe that's Ichi the Killer. This is Takashi Miike's. I believe that's the same guy who did what was that Audition. So definitive remastered edition. Can't wait to check this out. It looked very like artsy and very colorful in that trailer. It's hard to describe, but definitely has my full attention. So Cody, man, thank you so much for sending me that, man. Of course, man, I'm gonna hold off and wait to watch it with you, see what we got there. And of course, here's one right here that he's been recommending ever since day one, since I hopped on here, made a YouTube channel. He commented, I think made a comment about Bone Tomahawk. Talking about Bone Tomahawk and what a great film that was, how it was so underrated, people fucking slept on it, don't know what the hell it is, just a shame. And he was just like, hey, the same director that did that movie also did this movie right here, you need to check it out. And that is Brawl in Cell Block 99. And I still, unfortunately, even though he recommended that movie fucking forever ago, I still have not watched it. So what does Cody do? Sends me a copy of the fucking movie, because he just knows how bad of a fucking procrastinator I am. But dude, give me some credit, man. I did reach out. Fucking, you told me about this one. I grabbed that one. Fucking, what was that? That Jordarski set. I went ahead and grabbed that. He came from the swamp and all that stuff. You know I take your recommendations to heart, brother, and I grab it as soon as I can if I can get it for a good price, you know, shit like that. Sometimes I might hold out because, hey, if some seller on eBay is wanting a little bit too much for it, and I know I can luck up and get it cheaper down the line, you know I'll do it. But Cody, thank you so much for those, man. Appreciate the hell out of that. Can't wait to watch them with you, brother. All right, guys, what else? Okay, so guys, after I left Orbit DVD, which is over in Asheville, North Carolina, my wife, she found a bookstore that was kind of close by. I think it was just a few miles down the road. And my wife is pretty much the same way. My wife is with books the same way I am with movies. I have a whole fucking room back here where I just fucking keep stuffing fucking movies in. She's about this pretty much the exact same compulsive collector for books. Sometimes she'll go out of her way to get a hardcover book. I know she kind of laid off that first edition shit because it just got so outrageously expensive on some of that shit she collects. But she definitely wanted to go to a bookstore, and there's this huge fucking bookstore. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's over in Asheville, North Carolina. And when I walked in, I was expecting it just to be probably just a big place of books. I was expecting to go find a lounge, like a coffee shop inside there, order something to drink, maybe grab a magazine off the rack, and go just sit in there and chill out like I usually do whenever I go to like a Books A Million with her or anything like that. It just so happens I walked in the fucking door, and all on the right-hand side of the wall, which is this huge fucking building, it was a wall, nothing but movies. And I was like, holy shit, here we go, here's my domain. So guys, I started digging through it. As I was going through it, I went through the Blu-ray section first. They did have them separated. They didn't put Blu-rays with DVDs. They had them separated real nice. And they had them organized too, like alphabetically. So pretty nice section. But apparently somebody must have came in there and hawked a shit ton of Criterions. There was like a good section of shelf, probably about that big, of nothing but Criterions. Thankfully, the first thing I did was I looked at them and I was like, holy shit, like, this is going to be Cody's domain right here. I hope he's awake right now. So first thing I did was I texted Cody. I sent him a video of me just fucking shooting the spines of the titles, being like, hey, is there anything in there that's something that I probably need to fucking pick up? And of course, there was a few sitting in there. The first one I already had in my hand, I picked up because this is a David Lynch film. They had it sitting there. It was brand new and sealed, and they only wanted $18 for it. And I was like, that's a fucking steal right there. Even during the sale, it's $20. I'm even getting it cheaper and sealed. And that is Mulholland Drive. I went ahead and grabbed that. Been wanting to see this for a while. This is the first movie I popped in last night. Finally, when I got home, got everything settled down. I got the kids kind of tucked away and all that good stuff. And goddamn, if that's not a bizarre-ass movie right there. I dug the hell out of it, though. It's just a movie you can't look away from. It's a fucking train wreck with... It's like a train wreck with... You're watching a train wreck, but you're developing amnesia at the fucking same time. It's insane. But it's David Lynch for you. I love the hell out of that. Great release, too. Nice big booklet inside there. And like I said, guys, that was brand new and sealed at a fucking used bookstore for like $18, so I grabbed it. The next three up is three right here that Cody recommended. I think these were 18 apiece. Actually, two of them were 18 and one was 15. One that he recommended that was sitting on the shelf. This was used. Still in really good condition. Has the booklet in there. Everything's accounted for. That's Blood Simple. This is a film by Joel and Ethan Coen. I've seen plenty of their films. Fucking Fargo. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Shit, what was that movie I was just talking about too? my buddy the other day. Oh, that's gonna fucking No Country for Old Men, which is one of my fucking favorite movies. So yeah, he said definitely grab this one right here. And I think guys, I think this was like $18 used. So went ahead and fucking grab that. The next one, I think this one was the $15 one. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that guy's fucking name because I'll butcher it. But that's what is that? Tokyo Drifter. Booklet and everything's in there accounted for. I even checked the cases just to make sure, disc and all that stuff, make sure everything was in good condition. All good to go. I think this one right here was like 15. And Revanche, I don't know. This was like a German film. In German. Which, yeah, okay, so German film. I think they had this one sitting on the shelf for $18. So yeah. Got the booklet in there with it and everything. $18. Like I said, guys, I think I did the math on it because I was sitting right there and I was like, hey man, like pretty much just 4 Criterions sitting right there for like $69 plus tax, man. I'm just going to go ahead and get them. Those were the ones he recommended, so I got them. I think there was 2 more that he recommended. I think one was like called like Night of the Hunter. That was in this box. It was kind of like in a flimsy box, and the box just took a beating. The box just looked too rough. If it would have been in a little bit better shape, I would have just went ahead and grabbed it. They had it for $25 sitting there, but like I said, the box was just, it would have killed my OCD. It was just a little bit too rough. And I think there was another film in there. I just can't remember what it was. But they had that one sitting in there. I think they wanted either 18. It might have been $18 or $20 for it. And I know he had recommended that one too, but he was like, you can just hold off on that one because that'll be in the sale for the exact same price. So yeah, it was nice to walk into a used bookstore and just grab 4 Criterions to add to the collection. So did that. They had this one sitting there for $5. As soon as I saw this one right here, this is one I used to have in my Anchor Bay collection back in the day. The other one that I did have, though, I bought it used, and it was kind of just barely held together by the design. It had been rough handled before I got to it at a pawn shop. So I saw this sitting at the bookstore yesterday. I had to fucking have it, and it was only $5. So I went ahead and grabbed it. But that's the Anchor Bay release, the 2-disc Anchor Bay release of Day of the Dead DVD. The flap right here that opens right there with the head. It's in perfect condition. And I was surprised even when I got to the counter. I went ahead and paid for it. I just told the girls, like, hey, like I want to open it just to make sure the actual journal's in there. And because mine didn't have it when I got it from the pawn shop. Sure enough, I opened it up, and the doctor's journal's actually in there too. Discs are fine. Like, this thing is like mint. So I just fucking had to have this. Even I mean, of course, I got Day of the Dead from Arrow Video and Scream Factory, and I'm sure those restorations look 10 times better. But I had to have this, and this is totally worth the $5 right here just to put it on the shelf. And who knows, I might just pop it in just to take a look at the different features and check the old scan out that that Anchor Bay had back in the day. But that was a trip down memory lane right here, just seeing this sitting on the shelf. They had this one too, like everything was in spines, but they would pull out like a couple and face them forward, and this was one that was face forward. I went to go kind of do this way and look, and it just caught my eye, and as soon as it caught my eye, I just skipped what I was looking at and walked straight to it and picked it up, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, I hope all this shit's actually in there, especially for $5. That's a fucking steal, so I did. That was a great find, though, so it took me down memory lane with that. And last one I got from that bookstore, guys, I had to buy this. It's a shame it's not a Blu-ray release that's in this this like collector's kind of case that it's in. I had to get it, and I believe it's complete. So I know even Cody even told me, he's like, man, usually when I see those things, they are fucked up beyond recognition. But that is the gas can edition of Reservoir Dogs. If you look at the top right there, it's got like a little handle and a spout. Everybody knows the gas can scene from Reservoir Dogs. So you just pop the little top off right there, and inside it pulls out as a matchbook. Flip the matchbook open, and there's your disc right there. So got a lot of special features on that. And it's designed very nice to be like a kind of like a used war matchbook. So really cool though, really cool. So like I said, guys, that one too, that was sitting on the shelf. It was right there, and it said $5 on it, and I was like, fuck that, like I'm getting that. That's Quentin Tarantino goodness right there, and I love the design of this. Like I said, guys, if they would release like a Blu-ray release of this thing right here, like in this same style presentation, I would buy that in a fucking second. But so yeah, I would head and grab those. What great finds too for like $5 a piece. I mean, that's just it kind of reminds me of like if anybody remembers me talking about like back in the day whenever I found the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2 disc steelbook edition, the first steelbook that came out of that film, of that when DVDs were out, they made a steelbook of it. I found it in Best Buy for like $40. I didn't have the money at the time because like fuck, I was young as shit. I was working like 2 jobs to make ends meet and all that shit. Couldn't afford it, blah blah blah. And just so happens I happened to be walking through like a Walmart one night. It was like a couple weeks later. I was walking through a Walmart one night. I'm just grabbing a few things. Went to go walk by electronics, and there one is sitting down there on the bottom of the shelf for the exact same one for $5. And I was like, "Fucking give me that!" So, this is one of those things where you find something like really cool and get it for a really good price. And those right there, that brings back like a lot of nostalgia to me, especially that right there. I don't know if anybody. I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch this channel, especially like the horror people, the horror folks who watch my channel and collect like like a lot of Scream Factory, Arrow Video, like all the horror stuff. I'm sure you guys collected Anchor Bay, if not more than what I used to. I was doing everything I could sometimes to save up all week just so I can go to this store called Media Play and hopefully grab like an Anchor Bay title. I remember when what was that? Like when like the sleepaway camp, like that surgical kit thing. I remember when that came out. That thing was super expensive. I remember when Night of the Demons. I still have the Night of the Demons Anchor Bay stuff up there. Night of the Demons 1, 2, and 3, which I don't even think Anchor Bay put out the third one. I could be wrong on that. Shit, what was that? The Halloween, of course, Anchor Bay release of that. I've got some shit of Anchor Bay up there, and I think I still even have some Anchor Bay stuff boxed up over there, the old school DVDs. But man, does that bring back some fucking memories, that's for sure. But guys, we're going on about 47 minutes here. I believe I showed everything, so that's everything from Orbit DVD. That was a great first experience. I love the hell out of that store. I will be going back as soon as I can save a shitload of money again and go back in there, because I'm telling you, you can walk in that store very fucking quickly and drop money fast. Like I said, guys, like you go over the front section of the store is all movies. They have a little back section where you walk up a little bit, like this little one step, and that's like the gaming section of their store. As soon as you walk in the front door, though, guys, it's nothing but fucking movies. And it's not just a bunch of bullshit sitting there like these fucking dump bins of like major studio releases. It's just fucking rows of shelves and everything. You could just see the emblems if you know what you're looking for, especially for like boutique label collectors. It was bizarre to sit in there and just look down the row and see like a ton of Severin logos, Kino logos, Scream Factory logos, Arrow Video. And I was like, I've never seen this much boutique label shit anywhere. And, that was a trip though. So Orbit DVD, that's an awesome store. Like I said, guys, I had it in my mind that was gonna be like this really big store. I think I just, for some reason, I looked at a few photos online, thought it was gonna be this huge, magnificent fucking store. It's not huge, but it is magnificent though, especially for a boutique label physical media collector. That place is fucking great. Like I said, guys, I went there and I dropped a ton of money really fucking quick. Even though I picked up all the stuff that I pretty much had in my hand, didn't put nothing back, had everything pretty much crossed off on the list, I still took like 2 hours just walking around, just pulling one title of the shelf off the time, just looking at it, being like, God, I can't believe they have that here. I can't believe they have this here. Just fucking nerding out. The fucking guy, there was like 2 guys in there running the shop at the time. That was up front in the front of the store for the movie part of the store. And one of the guys, he must have knew like I was just in there geeking out, and he was walking over and he looked at the stack of stuff that I had in my hand, and he was like, holy shit, man. He's like, you come with a plan. Are you gonna buy every bit of that? And he was like, are you just kind of like, are you gonna make a few judgments at the end? I was like, no, I'm definitely buying all this stuff. If you want to just hold it at the counter for me, I'm probably gonna look and find some more shit. And me and him was talking. He was just recommending all kind of different stuff too. He was recommending shit like Santa Sangre, which I told him, I was like, I already have that at home. I just haven't watched it yet. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing here then? Go back home and watch that. It's a great movie. And I was like, well, hey, I don't have that Jodorowsky set yet, like the one that Arrow put out. And he was like, you're just in fucking luck because we got him. So yeah, them dudes are pretty cool. I dug the hell out of that. Very friendly people. then again, I think they could have spotted me a mile away coming. I walked in the door, like my wife had a fucking VT shirt on. I had a fucking Severin shirt on. They knew, like, yeah, like these motherfuckers is probably coming here to buy some fucking boutique shit. Um, I was wanting to get, I was definitely, I told my wife one of the things I definitely wanted to get was I wanted to get like an Orbit DVD t-shirt. And they had like I used to have the sticker for it sitting on the table. I'm afraid if I move that book, that tablet might fall. Let me see. It probably will. There we go. I do have a little book right here with that sticker on it. But they had this right here, which, guys, I don't know if you can kind of make it out, but that is Ernest right there doing the Army of Darkness pose right there. And it says Orbit DVD, Asheville, North Carolina on there. They had that t-shirt in there, but they wanted, like, I think it was like $35 for it. And I was like, fuck, man, I didn't want to pay $35 just for a fucking t-shirt of theirs. I was hoping to kind of go in there and get like a t-shirt for like $15-20 or something. But I think they had like some little small posters and stuff in there, but I'll get some little trinkets and stuff like that the next visit that I go, because I'm definitely going back there again. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I love the hell out of that store though. That was great. Like I said, I had my eye on that store now for a while. I talked to my buddy Matt, and I was like, one day we just got to plan a fucking a road trip to go in there. And I told him like straight up. He kept mentioning that a couple times. I'm like, look, if I walk in that door, like, bro, like I gotta walk in there with at least like $500 or something, man, because like that's gotta be a worthwhile trip. And even though it was like, it's only like 2.5 hours away from the house, between fucking construction, road work, and traffic, it took me like 4 hours to fucking get there yesterday, not to mention driving back last night. I didn't get back to like a little bit after midnight last night. It was just fucking, construction and road work was fucking crazy. Turned that trip into a long fucking trek. But when I got there, though, it was totally worth it. I was like, holy fuck, never seen this much shit under one roof. So, guys, I do hope you enjoy the video. If you're one of those people that, you live somewhere close, guys, take a look at their website. That's Orbit DVD. Hit directions on there depending on where you live at. If that's something that's reasonable to you to go check out one day, definitely put that on your bucket list to do. That was a nice experience. I will tell you, all around that area, they have a shit ton of bars, restaurants. It's like one really big college town over there. And they got like a lot of shit that you can get into over there. If you're into used bookstores and stuff like that, there's a fucking giant one we went into over there. That was pretty cool. And they have a lot of restaurants. Me and my wife probably spent just like an hour just sitting in the car on our phones, just being like, well, what restaurant? What are you in the mood for? And we're just looking around for shit. We're going to finally go eat. I think we went to like some Asian Thai foods, some kind of infusion place. Pretty fucking good though. But yeah, take a look at their website, guys. If you haven't ordered, if you're not familiar with Orbit DVD, guys, check out their website. They have great shit on there. I will tell you, sometimes maybe some of that stuff can be a little pricey. Like, guys, I'm pretty sure, like, like that fucking He Came From the Swamp, I paid $80 for that. I could have got that at $60. I could have got that for $60, probably even cheaper if I'd have jumped on it as soon as it would have came out from Arrow Video. I was late to the game, of course, so I'm gonna pay that late tax no matter what. So, but I'd rather pay $80 for it than give some scalper on fucking eBay $100 or $150 for it. And stuff like that. But they do. I go through them. I get a lot of my Eureka stuff from them. They have very fair prices on that stuff. And there's nothing better than I'm watching them on Facebook showing their pictures of all the stuff in their shipments that they just got that day. I can get on their site, order it. It'll be a Monday, and I've already got the shit in my mailbox by Wednesday or Thursday, the latest. So it's literally like a 48 to 72 hour turnaround from the time I click order now on it. So that shit's awesome too. That's amazing on their part to be that, not that big of a store, but they're turning their online orders that fucking, just that process of fucking taking that order and filling it that fast and have that turnaround. That's awesome. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video though. I know I rambled enough. I hope I did pay enough respect to Orbit DVD, to their shop, because I love the hell out of that. Like I said, guys, I will be going back. I told my buddy Matt, I was like, hey, like, like that was like one of those spur of the moment things. I'm pretty sure that they're probably going to shut the store down, like not like shut it down as in like they're out of business, but they're probably going to shut it back down to the public again because the COVID cases numbers keep going up and all this shit. So I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get to that moment again where they're going to be forced to close their doors again, and nobody's going to be allowed to go in the store. You have to do all your ordering online. So I wanted to jump on it right quick. I had the weekend off. I had just a good little stack of funds to play with just a little bit. And I got that feeling that they're about to close down again, probably whenever the governor or whatever just fucking demands that, hey, if you're not an essential business, you got to close the shop. So I kind of expect that to come. Who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe I'm just paranoid about it, but I wanted to get in there as fast as I could and check it out while I could, just to say, hey, I fucking made it in there in time before this all went to shit again. So definitely had a fun experience with that, man. They don't waste any room in that fucking store whatsoever. That's one thing I give them credit for. You're not going to walk around in that store and see a bunch of empty gaps in the shelves and just wasted space. If there's room for something on the fucking shelf, they fill it. And usually, everything that I was looking at yesterday, 95% of that fucking store is boutique label stuff. And it's all just fucking, it's just amazing just to walk in there and just do this number anywhere you look and just see like a Severin spine sticking out, a Scream Factory spine, Kino, Eureka, fucking Second Sight, you name it, Vestron, 88 Films. Fuck, I saw a bunch of Full Moon shit in there. Fuck, man, a ton of stuff. I think they had like one little section in there for Disney. I think they just had that for kids, and that section wasn't even really. I mean, it was pretty decent. They had a good bit of stuff on there, but you could definitely tell that ain't a store that's just like, you know, maybe we're just trying to target the Disney audience. No. Like, you walk in there, you know what the fuck's up. Like, they got that boutique shit on lockdown in there. Dug the hell out of that store though, so guys, please go check them out. If you're not close enough to them, go check them out. Go check them out online. Get on there. One of the coolest things too is when you follow them on Facebook, the owner every day posts pictures of the new shipments he has coming in, and that has become a very popular thing now because as soon as he puts a photo of, like, let's say he got that Dune box set, like the 4K UHD box set in, he fucking sold out of that so fast. I was lucky enough to grab one. I got the 4K UHD box set. I didn't get the steelbook, but he sold out. Then he restocked it again because I think he just had another order coming a couple days later, and then he showed another picture of that, and you can just kind of tell as soon as he shows a picture or something on Facebook, there's a lot of people looking at that and they're like, fuck yeah. So just realize that there is a lot more people looking at that. There isn't just a couple of people. You got to be one of those people. As soon as if he shows something in there and there's only just so many he's got in a stack, then you gotta race to it to get it. But from what I'm seeing from his quantity orders, it looks like the owner's definitely ordering a good bit of stuff. He's not just fucking ordering 3 copies of something that he knows 80 fucking people's probably gonna want that order from his shop. I saw him order, what was that, the 4K releases of, what was that, Deep Red Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Cat O' Nine Tails. Holy fuck, he just ordered stacks and stacks of that shit. When I walked in the store yesterday, they were just stacked all over the counter. And I was like, holy fuck, man. So I guess they're expecting to sell a lot of those, I guess. I wouldn't mind having those, but I already done bought the Blu-ray limited editions, and I'm not going back to buy all that stuff again just because it's on 4K UHD. Now, if I find them for like a couple bucks, it's a great trade, whatever the fuck it is, I might go that route, but I'm not buying all that shit again, no way. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, though. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Mine's coming to an end. It is almost 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. And, yeah, reality's about to set back in. The reality of the work week. So, I definitely did want to take a little bit of time. Everything's just been kind of going crazy, and I haven't had a real good chance to get back here and get my shit going. So, but anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. For some reason, I keep seeing some people on looking back at my videos, and for some reason, I have like 2 or 3 people who are constantly hitting the thumbs down button. I don't know what that's about. For some reason, it's either always 2 or 3, though. So I already kind of got the idea that it's probably just some fucking, probably just a couple of bitches at work or some bullshit who found out that I have a YouTube channel that I'm not really so nice to at work. Probably just be like, yeah, fuck him. This is the way we're going to do it. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. You know I love you guys. Hit me up in the comments section. Shit. Till next time, stay safe. Be careful.